Like whenever I make a video about 357, seems to get more views than my 308 videos. So this one is going to make all you 357 lovers happy, no pun intended. But yeah, I just want a really good general use load that runs good out of my Henry single shot rifle and this new Ruger gp100 match champion that I just picked up a few weeks ago. And man, this thing is sweet. So I bought this 500 bag from RMR Bullets, and these are the 147 grain Smileys. I got a hair there, but this should be perfect general use bullet. One, because it's cheap, and two, it's got a pretty thick jacket and a flat nose, so it should be just fine for woods defense. And the best part of all, it's got a smiley face on the front. So I'm usually an H110 guy, but I've got a new powder here that I've never used before. This is Vitavori N110, and it should also be about perfect for what we're trying to do. Alright, I've got 49 pieces of federal brass here. I lost one, so this has kind of become my beater brass for load development. So I'm going to use that. Alright, then we put just enough flare for these to fit perfectly. I'm going to work up from 15 grains to 17 grains in half grain increments. I'm going to load 10 of each charge weight and shoot 5 out of the revolver and 5 out of the rifle. These don't need to be blazing fast or anything crazy, just a good, accurate, general use 357 Magnum load that's modestly powerful. I'm thinking something around the 500 foot-pound of energy range, just so we have the pros of shooting a 357 Magnum and not glorified low capacity 9mm. And to do the math on that real quick, to get 500 foot-pounds of energy out of a 147 grain bullet, we need to get it going 1238 feet per second. That's going to be out of the revolver, obviously. First time opening N110. I wonder what it smells like. If you reload, you know. It's kind of a small grained tubular powder. It's pretty cool. I've been enjoying Vitavori powders lately. Alright, so I've got 3 seating stems here. That one is okay. Definitely not the round one. That one is just right. Alright, so I'm sure you've noticed that this bullet has no cantilever, which means there's no line in it to crimp into, and it's just smooth on the side. So we're going to have to figure out the seating depth as we go, get as much of the bullet inside the case as possible so we've got a good amount of friction holding it in, and then finish it off with a taper crimp. So what I'm going to do is run this case up and run the die down till it touches. Once it touches the top of the case with the roll crimp, back it out so we don't do any roll crimping. Then we can lower it and put in our seating stem. So here's one of our cases with 17 grains in it, the highest charge weight. And there's still a good amount of room in there. And the maximum cartridge overall length for 357 is about 1.6. So there is 1.60. And here's another of the max charge, 17 grains. Put a bullet in there. And as you can hear, we've got no crunching going on. And there's plenty of the bullet down in there for a bearing surface, so I think that should be good. It fits in the revolver cylinder just fine. A little extra room and it doesn't matter how long it is in the rifle. Finishing things off with a nice medium taper crimp. And there's the finished product. Nice and smooth transition. Alright, so super simple wrap up here with N110 and the Smiley bullets. They pretty much all shot around the 2-inch mark out of the revolver, and we had 2 accurate loads out of the rifle. The first one was at 15 grains, we got a 3/4 inch group, and 16.5 grains, we got a 0.6 inch group. Now, our goal here was over 500 foot-pounds with the revolver and accurate with the rifle. And the 15 grain load out of the revolver went 1150, and that equals out to 432 foot-pounds of energy. And the most accurate group out of the rifle, 16.5 grains, went 1334 out of the revolver and produced 581 foot-pounds of energy. So that's perfect. Nice and spicy, and there's our load.